So, what was your inspiration for writing Hell Don't Last Always?
Hell Don't Last Always, I was actually inspired by God. And the reason why I say that is because of the way that the book came to me. I have to explain. After writing I'm Catching Hell, I was getting a lot of questions, and the responses from my readers was what happened to certain and specific characters. And actually, I started to envision and see the scenes as to what happened to these characters, and specifically the wife. So it was like on one Wednesday, I was talking to someone that was very dear to me, and I was telling her that I'm getting a lot of people asking me what happened to the wife from I'm Catching Hell. What happened to her? Because they wanted more. And I actually told her that I envisioned her waking up in a mental hospital because she attempted suicide. And I told her that I see a group of people and they're all standing around, they're all actually in a circle, and they're all telling their stories as to how they became patients in the mental hospital. And I told her there was something with a pregnancy, but I couldn't figure that out. And when I told her that, so she was like, so you actually see the scenes? And I said, yeah, I see the scenes. And she was like, sounds like you need to be in a mental hospital. Of course, I laughed. So that was Wednesday. Friday morning, something woke me up approximately 2:11 a.m. And it was something that was talking to my spirit. Can't tell you if it was voices, but it was something that was just talking to my spirit, and over and over and over, it was telling me to talk to this specific person. Talk to, we'll call her Jane Doe. It was like, talk to Jane Doe, talk to Jane Doe. It was like this for me. It was just a voice and just telling me to talk to her. So at the time, I was a manager, and this was one of my employees that they were telling me to talk to. So I went to work that morning, Friday morning, and I saw Jane Doe, and I said, Jane, I need to talk to you. And she was like, am I in trouble? And I'm like, no. I said, I want to talk to you about something. I know it's going to sound a little crazy because I'm getting ready to write my third book, and something is telling me that I need to talk to you. And I said, the specific character that I see, she actually woke up in a mental hospital because she attempted suicide. So Jane was like, well, that happened to me, Greg. And of course I was like, really? And she's like, yeah, it did. She said, it happened to me. Now I have to mention that Jane she's Caucasian. So Jane actually told me, she said, I woke up in the mental hospital, and they had taken my bra and my drawers. These are her words. And she said there was a black girl in the room with me. And she said, the black girl asked me, what did you do to get here? And she told the black girl, she told the girl, I tried to kill myself. So she said, she asked the black girl, what did you do to get here? And the black girl said, well, I tried to kill myself too, but I'm pregnant. So I was blown away at that point. So she said, the black girl asked her, do you believe in God? And she said, I do believe in God, but I think God's forsaken me because I don't think he's been with me, because for the past few months I've been catching hell. And of course I had chills by that point because I'm Catching Hell was my second book. So she said they made an announcement over the PA system that they were serving breakfast. And she said, she told the black girl, I'm not going out there like this because all I have on is this gown. I feel like I'm naked. So she said the black girl went and got her 2 gowns. She put the 2 gowns on, and they proceeded to go to breakfast. So once they got into the cafeteria, she said there was this big nurse that was saying, your name is on your tray. Your tray is at the table that you're sitting at. So she said she actually found her name and tray at one table, and she said the black girl's name and tray was at a different table across the room. So she said as soon as she sat down, she said this little black woman came over and got in her face. And you have to excuse my language because I'm going to give it to you how she gave me the story. She said the little black woman came to her and she was like, you trashy bitch, that's my seat. And if you sit there, I'm going to beat your ass. So she said she stood up, she was ready to fight. But then she thought about it. I don't have any drawers on. So she said, at that point, the black girl came and tapped her on the hand, and she said, you don't want to do this. You want to get out of here because they're watching you. So she said the black girl took her tray and she walked it over to her table. And she said as soon as she got ready to sit down again, she said the little black woman came over there to her again. And she was like, I want to know what's so special about you. And she was like, lady, what are you talking about? And she said, what's so special about a trashy bitch like you? So she said, lady, what are you talking about? She said, I want to know, why is he here for you? Why is he here specifically for you? And she said, who's here for me? And she said the little lady looked next to her and pointed. She said, Jesus, he's standing right there. He's been following you since you came in here. So what's so special about you? And that was the beginning, and it inspired me so much. I went home that day and I wrote exactly what she told me. And I feel like that's why I feel like that was something that was given to me from God, because all the different signs. And that inspired me to write Hell Don't Last Always. Thank you.